Now that Jedi Survivor has released, EA has made a total of 5 AAA games. Some of them have been great, and some of them have been... well, we'll get to that. Today, I'm going to be ranking all 5 of those games from worst to best. In last place, we have Battlefront 1. To be honest, I have not played this game very much, but what I have seen, I don't like. There is absolutely zero point in playing this game in 2023. The main problem is that there's barely any content, and the content that is there isn't very good. I want to talk about the hero gameplay first. In past videos, I've shit on the Battlefront 2 lightsaber combat quite a lot because it's not great, but oh my god, Battlefront 2015 makes it look like a fucking masterpiece. Seriously, playing as Battlefront 1 lightsaber heroes genuinely makes me want to take a bath with a toaster. It is simply mind-boggling to me how bad it is. You take a swing and your character just stops for a second, then swings, then stops. Like, that's not even remotely what lightsaber fights are like in the movies. The blaster heroes are pretty good, but lightsaber combat is really something a Star Wars game needs to get right. On the topic of bad mechanics, holy shit, starfighters, oh man, the controls just feel super unresponsive and janky. The camera is also zoomed out a lot, which is really weird. I also have a question for the developers regarding tokens you pick up on the ground. What the fuck were you thinking? Like, seriously, who thought it was a good idea to have Hero, Starfighter, and upgrade tokens on the ground? I am eternally grateful to the game designers that decided to get their shit together for Battlefront 2, because that game would be a lot worse if tokens were still in the game. Alright, I'm done being mad. I'm gonna talk about some things that I like in the game. Okay, moving on. Nah, I'm just kidding. The graphics and sound design are great, that's pretty obvious. I even think some of the maps look better than in Battlefront 2. I also love the blasters in this game. I don't know why, but they feel really satisfying to use. By the way, all of this information is completely useless because it's 2023 and this game is dead. Moving on to 4th place, we have Star Wars Squadrons. It was really difficult for me to decide whether to put this below or above Battlefront 2015, but here it is. Star Wars Squadrons is fucking awful. I bought this game in June last year, and it took me till February 2023 to finish the campaign. That is how boring it was. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I have the slightest idea what the story is about, but I do know that it is not engaging or at all memorable. I think a lot of the reason why I hate this game is because I played it on a mouse and keyboard. I definitely think it would be a lot better with a proper flight stick, or even just a controller. On mouse and keyboard, the movement is super weird, and it does ruin the game. To give the game some credit, it is visually amazing, and the design of the ships is spot on. You really feel like a pilot from the movies. It's nice that you can experience flying a variety of different starfighters. I'm actually praising this game quite a bit. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. It's better than Battlefront 1, but it doesn't come close to the games that come next. Okay, it is nearly impossible to rank the next 3 games, but here it goes. In 3rd, we have Jedi Fallen Order. This game is near perfect. It has fluid combat that you just can't get tired of, a great story, and well, you get a fucking lightsaber, mate. There will be spoilers for this game, by the way. It's been 3.5 years. Come on. Alright, let's talk about combat. It's great. It's fucking great. You start out with a single-bladed lightsaber, and later in the game you can unlock a double-bladed lightsaber. You can also unlock a special ability that splits the double saber in 2, but you can't just use it normally. All of the attacks feel so smooth, and the parries are so satisfying. You also have force slow, push, and pull, which are unlocked through flashbacks at different points in the game. Now, talking about the story, it's about Cal Kestis, yada yada yada. I'm not going to waste my time explaining it. Go watch Screen Crush or something. The story is good though, like, really good. It takes a lot of risks that we've never seen in Star Wars before. For example, Cal did not grow up on a sand planet. I know, right? Give the writers an Oscar for that revolutionary idea. Spoiler warning, the end of the game where Darth Vader shows up, oh my god, it was fucking epic. The only thing that I don't like about the game is the puzzles. The puzzles, mainly near the start of the game, oh my god, they boil my blood. Also, the platforming, it's not bad, but it does get pretty repetitive. Now, in 2nd is Jedi Survivor. This game released about a month ago, and the reviews were, well, not great. Everything about the game was amazing, except for the god-awful PC performance. I just recently finished the story, and truth be told, it wasn't too bad. I only crashed a few times, and while at many points during the game the frames were low or unstable, the game wasn't unplayable. But I know it was far worse for a lot of people. Just like its predecessors, the combat is amazing in this game. There are now 5 lightsaber stances in the game: single-bladed, double-bladed, dual-wielding, Kylo Ren stance, and a blaster stance, which is kind of weird. It's a good way to expand on the first game, and it works well. There are also a couple more force abilities. You can dash forward in the air or pull things down. The story is also great, it has some emotional moments and adds some good new characters. The boss fights are great. Yeah, all in all, it's basically Jedi Fallen Order, but with some extra stuff, which is why it's in second place. That leaves Battlefront 2 in first place. Man, I fucking love this game. I've already made an entire video on this game, so if you've seen that video, I'll be repeating myself quite a bit. Now, I'm sure you know about the horrific launch of this game back in 2017. The game is completely pay to win, and everybody hated it. The game improved a lot after they revamped the entire progression system, but unfortunately, some Neanderthal at EA decided to cancel it in favor of this pile of shit. I honestly have no idea why they made the decision to end live servers for this game, because by that point, the game was quite successful. Anyway, what's done is done. Now I'm going to talk about why the game is the best for me. First off, it's so goddamn immersive. The graphics are absolutely stunning, and so is the sound design. Also, I want to talk about the Starfighter mode for a second. It is the greatest thing that mankind has ever done. Like, screw the moon landing and shit, this mode is something else. You can play as a starfighter on some galactic assault maps, and it's just as epic. People like to shit on the campaign a lot, and it's not great, but it is not the worst campaign I've ever played. Now, a lot of you will be confused as to why I put this above Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor. I love both of those games, but I stack it up to 30 hours of enjoyment versus over 150 hours of enjoyment. Again, I've already made a video talking about this game, so I'd highly recommend that video, which is on the end screen now.